This is London calling in the Overseas Service of the British Broadcasting Corporation.
I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been received, and that consequently this country is at war with Germany.
The pocket battleship Graf Zeppelin, which has been for many weeks preying upon the trade of the South Atlantic, and met her doom.
Mother dear, I'm writing you from somewhere in France, hoping this finds you well.
We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall never surrender.
Hang up the washing on the Siegfried line, 'cause the washing day is here. Whether the weather may be where or fine, we'll just love along.
Das Oberkommando der Wehrmacht gibt bekannt. Ein im Atlantik operierender deutscher Flottenverband unter Führung des Flottenchefs Admiral Lütjen im Seegebiet um Island auf schwere englische Seestreitkräfte. Das Schlachtschiff Bismarck hat hierbei einen englischen Schlachtkreuzer, wahrscheinlich Hood, vernichtet.
The sinking of the Bismarck was due to the cooperation of the RAF with the Navy. And Rodney, which did some pretty work with her 16-inch guns.
This is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end. But it is perhaps the end of the beginning. But the Japanese High Command had declared that a state of war existed with Great Britain and the United States.
The German Navy, so proudly built up by that smug strategical genius, the Führer, is slowly but surely being wiped out. Now the Scharnhorst, the 26,000-ton battleship, has gone to the bottom. A not unusual result of action against the Royal Navy.
Led by a powerful British escort, the main body of the surrendered Italian fleet is transferred from Malta to Alexandria.
Signed the act of unconditional surrender of all German land, sea, and air forces in Europe to the Allied Expeditionary Force.
Back across the China Sea for the last large-scale surrender at Hong Kong, where today warships of the Royal Navy ride at anchor in the harbor.
Well, hello and welcome back to the report. I'm the Gaff Measure, and this is a spontaneous kind of Monday live stream where we'll be taking a look at the game post-patch. Now, what we'll probably do is we'll try and run through a couple of the new content items that have been introduced to the game. Now, I won't be going through the tech tree tier rates. The reason being is obviously they're not of the nation of interest for me, and I'm going to hold on to my resources until the nation of interest does arrive. So if you're here for some tech tree tier rates, we probably won't be touching any of those. But we will be taking a look at the Graf Zeppelin, we'll be taking a look at the Republique, we'll also take a look at the Colbert, and we might even take a look at some of the other ships which have had some tweaks this patch, namely probably the Weimar would be one of interest. As always, the division is open, so if you want to join in and support, then you're more than welcome to do so. In fact, Criv has already jumped in the background. I'd like to say hello to everyone who's in the chat and everyone who's watching who hasn't obviously shouted out as yet. But I'd like to say hello and welcome to Owl Criv and to Randy Chang. I know it's a bit of a strange time for a live stream. I think just because things might be a bit slow, let's start off with a Graf Zeppelin game. Hopefully that will be a slow enough kind of game for me to gauge how things go in the background, I guess you could say. And the launch. Let's see. Any idea who the guy in the sailor outfit on the picture is in the port? That's the Flugger? No, well, I'm not going to be able to pronounce this one correctly, but that's Phil. We'll just call it Phil, which is the main point contact for the dev team. Chris is very curious on how the free tier system will work. Well, I've taken a bit of a look at it myself, I guess you could say. It doesn't seem to be too bad. It doesn't feel out of place. Even here at the moment, we've got a tier 6 and 7 game, so that's not too bad. I've only really had a triple tier, or split, I guess you could say, kind of game with the Republique at tier 8. This is one thing I do like. If you look at the minimap on the left there's now a detection circle on aircraft, which is quite nice actually, because it allows you to kind of work out if your aircraft are spotted, where potentially they could be spotted from, but also allows you to skirt your way around certain targets, should you need to, because you know how big the detectability is on your aircraft. Which I think that's quite a nice little trait. I didn't quite catch what that battleship was. It's a Bismarck, which has already taken a bit of a nasty hit there. Oh, we've also got Baltimore. Oh, and a Belfast. And it's not normal for players to come down here. Okay, one torpedo landed a bit short. Still managed to get hit on the Belfast there, cheeky. But yeah, you don't normally see a division. Well, are they a division? It is a division. Okay, maybe that might make a little bit more sense. Okay. So the division, they've all gone down the far side, which is a bit odd. Well, we can pick on the Amagi, which is all alone. I'm doubtful that the Amagi has decent anti-aircraft capability. So the Graf Zeppelin, the biggest difference, apart from obviously the aesthetical model of the aircraft, does seem to be the AP bomb reticle. So rather than it being oval, it's a circle, which means obviously approaching a target from any angle doesn't necessarily matter. But that circle is quite big. That's one thing I'm going to note. We're just gonna... I was hoping maybe my aircraft might shoot down their aircraft, but not so lucky. It does mean their carrier players on it. We're probably going to lose this aircraft well before. And splash. Carrier's been as reliable as always. Dude, what is their carrier? It's an implacable. Okie dokie. There's a Belfast. The aircraft are quite manoeuvrable on the Graf Zeppelin. That's one thing I'll take away from it. I don't think I've timed this right, but we'll have a crack at it. Nope. Oh, she's gone anyway. Okay. Bismarck's gone from over there. Baltimore and Belfast all smoked up. I think I'm just going to move the carrier a little bit. The only probably downside of the circular reticle is, yes, you can approach anything from any angle, but the downside being is that circle's quite big. Then it seems like it's more susceptible to missing. Losing a lot of aircraft, but it's acceptable. Oh, Stuart there. Hello, hello, hello. Sean as well. Catching us for a very dull aircraft carrier game. It's a shame that the cannons on these Stukas don't work. No, that's all. Don't tell me I was the only one who sank. Sacrifices have to be made. Well, when you were in a Chapaya, but the Chapaya I've never been a fan of. We just got on a good team. Oh, that's the Graf Zeppelin. Maybe we might come back to her again later in the stream. But honestly, 17,500 doubloons for the Graf Zeppelin. I'm skeptical she's worthwhile. Especially when you consider you can pick up the Saipan and the Karga for free. I'll let Crook decide if he wants to play a legendary tier or a tier 7. He's going for a tier 7, okay. Republic does seem to be a reasonable, but slightly compromised reward chip, I guess you could say. Anyone buying the Graf Zeppelin? I don't advise it because of the cost. Because of how much she is, and there's nothing. The only reason to get her, I guess you could say, is because of the name, because of the ship. But generally, I don't think there's enough special enough with that ship to really justify the price tag in comparison to some of the carriers that you can get for free, which definitely have something special. Like, if you think about what Karga and Saipan bring to the game, and they cost you nothing, and then what Graf Zeppelin brings to the game for 17,500 doubloons, honestly, I'm not really sure. If I wasn't a CC, would I get her with my own money? Probably not. Oh, sorry, my eyes. Okay, I only need one barrel to get 300 KXP. No more, so no more Chapaya. I only need credits now. Oh, I think I got an eyelash in the wrong place. Lots of battleships. So modules wise, I've gone for the main battery survivability, propulsion mods, concealment mod, and the main battery mod. Stuart Weir's response: not me. I don't blame you. You have to always think, what could you get with 17,500 doubloons instead? And you could get a decent tier 6 and change. What's the destroyer again? Summers, okay. And it's not over here. Nice. That's a lot of is there a minnow on the enemy team? Is it, yeah, it could be a minnow or a rune. Okay. Get the Saipan for free. Yeah, exactly. Although Saipan has received a little nerf in this update. So with the Republic, the guns feel quite nice. Good angles, good penetration, good AP, good HE. So generally, not really any complaints about the guns. Traverse speed's a bit slow, but then I have to bear in mind I have got a traverse speed debuff through my modules. Maneuverability, she turns like a barn. She's really fat in the water. Like, I mean really fat in the water. I'm doing 36.8 knots to the engine boost, which is quite nice. Oh no, now I'm detected.
Torpille droit devant.
Well, this is an incredibly strange flank. No, okay, they fell short. Ooh. Good afternoon, Pixelmug. Hope your Monday's going well. Sean, yeah, I think the Graf Zeppelin's way overpriced, but I'm more annoyed that the Colbert is available for 3,000 steel, and I brought the Missouri, so I only have 500 now, so I won't have enough to get it. Yes, unless you want to buy out the campaign on day one. If you buy out the campaign, you can earn just about enough steel. Oh god. Well, the main's gonna run out of map. Am I getting overpens in the main armoured belt? This is what I mean, the turning's just Now, AA rating's 98 base, so we should mulch some planes. Oh, what is it, a rune? Well, there's 17,500 doubloons sent to the bottom of the sea. Frederick de Grosse, no rune.
Alerte incendie.
Well, let's do what friendships are very good at and run away. This game is not allowing me to really get any success out of the AP. Apart from that opening volley with the 14k against the Iowa. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how the Shikoku's fared with the recent buff. Sean, yeah, I think the Graf Zeppelin. Oh yeah, I think about one. Stuart. Ooh. Oh, she's turning. No, she's faster than I anticipated. Yeah, purchase the Cheshire with the coupon. That's fair enough. So yeah, with Republic's definitely squidgy. She does seem to lose HP very quickly if she gets focused with HE. Going to admit, I'm somewhat sad to see the Republic be added. I was looking forward to only having to watch out for Georgia when playing Edinburgh, when Legendary got cut out of Tier 7. I get what you mean. I think we'll switch to HE. Nice. Well, so although the Republic does have large caliber guns, I think she can be easily focused by small caliber guns. I think this thing's worst nightmare is going to be rapid firing, high explosive, and semi-armor piercing. Things like Minotaur are going to be horrible, British light cruisers. So yeah, I mean, if she gets focused, she's going to die very quickly. There she goes. So yeah, not the most eventful game. But then I'm not very good in battleships. At least not ones I'm familiar with. So probably very low on the table. Okay. Crib doing very well in the Battle stock. So I don't think Crib's got much of an issue being bottom tier in a tier 7, 8 and legendary tier game. Let's have a look at the armor scheme now. Because of course we know she's covered in 32 mil all over. But what's underneath the 32? Is there actually anything substantial amounts? Lots of 32 there. Big superstructure. Very big superstructure. Okay, she has got a very thick armoured belt underneath that. But again, more 32 on the top. Quite a reasonable armoured deck, and I guess the combination of the 32 and the 60 mil might help with reducing the chances of citadels from AP bombs. Even though we have this desk view, we still can't drop the camera below the ship so we can get a better appreciation of the level of the citadel. That's probably the best you're going to get. So the citadel is probably partially above water level, but does have a bit of a turtle back. And turrets and barbettes look quite reasonably survivable. Right, let's give Colbert a go then. Is she going to be worth 3,000 steel? I'm doubtful. Give her a spin anyway. Gotta try and remember what she was like. We'll do that. 3.5 second reload. 7% fire chance. AA is quite... 9 second rotor shift, but obviously that's base. Armor scheme, she's 32 mil all over as well. So she's okay up against 16-inch guns. So it should be... but now with tier 8, to be honest, with the introduction of tier 8, doesn't that make her worse? Because if you think about it... Sorry. Because they just introduced the main, which has got... Wait, that's the Buffalo. My bad. There's the main. Main's got 406s, so the Colbert can angle against the main. 410s, so the Izuma probably could overmatch. I'm not getting into the breakdown of the calcs, but it's potential. 406s from Frigid de Grosser. Okay, so you might be able to angle against that one. 406s from the Suyas. Okay, so maybe it's not too bad. But tier 8, they're definitely going to introduce more ships with gun calibers larger than 406s. And with that, you can probably expect life to become a bit more painful, especially for the Colbert, because you only got 32 mil plating. Let's put a cruiser commander on here. Who's my cruiser commander? I could do that, that'd be disgusting. Or do I just go for Rue? Rue's usually my go-to. Yeah, let's just go with Rue. Yeah, we do Rue. Yeah. What's the rudder shift like? This is always the boring bit, because it's obviously a new ship and you have to try and get used to 4.2 second rudder shift. Yeah, so I'll go for propulsion. And they're destroyer guns, so I'm just going to go with that. Okay, let's give the Colbert a go. Is she worth 3,000 steel? with. I think 20 mil would be steep for tier 8, not 25. This game is becoming a grind fest. Oh yeah. Oh, Criv, you off. So as I measure, you had to go away for 30 minutes. Guys, feel free to fill in my place. Well, we'll go solo with the Colbert. Be right back. No worries, no worries. Yeah, 20. This is the thing. It's 25 mil. It's 25 mil for the ship, and then it's gonna be another. Is it 8? Is it 8 mil to fully upgrade the ship, plus 150,000 XP. Because they haven't got any extra module slots, and module slots are the same price. So that's. Yeah, so I think it's about 8 million for the modules, I think. So Colbert, 7 months, no changes, apart from the introduction of an entirely new tier. Tier 7 to legendary game. So maybe the grosser Kurfürst can overmatch me. I think that's all. I'm with a Hipper and a Bismarck. So I'm going to try and play this a bit like the Worcester, like I've been doing recently. National Boat is Colbert worth 3k still. I had 40k and immediately bought it. Yeah. I think for me, I'm probably going to play her a bit and test her while the CCs have her on loan. We don't have her indefinitely. And try and come to a decision based on that gameplay, whether or not she's worthwhile. And then if I do decide she might be worthwhile, I'll probably hold out until the very end of this patch, when I know what's coming next patch before getting her. Because the last thing I would want to do is to blow still on something, only to find out I'm probably not going to play it that much. Oh, it's the Free Grocer in range, is it? Oh, I was hoping it'd be the Massachusetts. Oh, my guns might be able to reach over. Let's go with that lead. I think I'm going to lead more. Have I actually managed to get any hits yet? Okay, now we're getting some hits. Oh, there she goes. Someone ruined my fun. Right. Who's next? You're next. Damn, these shells are so floaty. This is going to take a little while to get used to. If I do decide to get this ship, I'm noticing that I am all on my own over here. I've been completely abandoned by my teammates. Yay, a fire. It's only taken... I don't want to know how many shells. Alright, Flandre. So this is the kind of ship that Flanders not gonna like. Unfortunately, I just can't seem to get hold of the Flander. Oh, we managed to get the Massachusetts though. I think we'll take one, but that's alright.
Reste dans la coque. L'eau s'infiltre rapidement. Problème résolu.
How broad? Oh, we're quite broad, are we? Okay, let's narrow that down a bit then. She might be worth it. Oh. There's like a perfect angle where you can bring 6 turrets to bear. Okay, alright. I'm enjoying myself. I'm not sure if I should. So Zach, hello captains. I'd normally say hello fellow captains, but Wargaming has decided not to allow me access to this update, so cheers captains. I don't... Wow. It's the PlayStation Network has decided to not allow you. Basically, Sax, you're just too good at the game. Damn, this thing's fast with a speed build. I think there's a very good... Oh, 46 knots. I think there's a good chance I might get this ship. So there's a very good chance. You know what I'm like? I like myself. Well, I like a bit of speed and power. And this has got speed. Just disgusting. I'm not really giving a lot of damage. I'm just like a very annoying bee. Oh, some sort of user profile glitch since the update. Yeah. Evening, it was. It says if it says the feature is locked on your account stacks, it's a PlayStation issue. Because last week there was a problem with online PlayStation. Yeah, there was some PSN issues the other week. But yeah, hopefully it gets sorted soon. But looking online, it seems like the only way that it can be remedied is by basically deleting the user account off the PlayStation and reinstalling. Ooh. I like the way the rest of my team really don't want to be around me. They abandoned me at the start of the game. They're legging it from me now. Let's grab this cap and see if we can get to chart Alpha. Right, let's get this in the point in a straight line towards Alpha. Let's see how fast she goes with a speed build and her engine boost.
Speed and power.
43, 44, 45, 46. Come on. Come on, 47. Come on, do 47. We're 0.1 knots shy of 47 knots. Damn, this is fast. I think I like it. We just fire in that general area. There she goes. I wasn't gonna get the Colbert. I think I might. I'm not bought a tier 8 yet. I'm not entirely sold on it, to be honest. I'm hearing good things about the tier 8 Bismarck, the Frederick the Grosser. We'll obviously get the USSR destroyer, and would love to hear what the Rooney is like. Don't ask me. Then it was. Played the tier 8 battleship of the Japanese, the third gun. Pretty bad front angles. Oh yeah, I can see that. I just thought, the Colbert might be worth getting. 5 minutes later, that's disgusting. Yeah, I think the Colbert's got potential for me. She definitely seems to fit my playstyle, speed. I don't mind the guns like that. I've been playing the Worcester a lot recently. So it's a French Worcester that does 47 knots with my speed build, which is just ridiculous. I don't think I can get it much faster. Yeah, so Colbert's 3,000 steel. I'm going to play around with her tester a bit more before making that decision, and I'm going to want to see what's coming in the next patch before I put any steel down. Just so I don't get caught out by something. Because I mean, if they say, oh, Colbert's 3,000 steel, and then next patch out comes a steel ship or something that I really want, it's going to be quite a decision. But yeah, no complaints as yet. Right, so the Weimar has been up-tiered, so we're going to take her a spin. Because I think with the Weimar now being up-tiered, I think the question is... Weimar or Mainz? Let's go for an AP focus, which worked well on the Hipper. This is speed. Let's go for this. Let's stick with the speed focus. So Weimar's been up-tiered to. So let's put the same commander build. Oh, I haven't even touched the mains. Five-second reload. Obviously the mains can have a main battery mod. So they'd probably be the same rate of fire if you went for the main battery mod. Which is probably what I would do. .3. So the Weimar has better rate of fire. 1708, 4660. 708, 4990. So they're gonna, yeah, the Weimar's gonna outstrip the mains in regards to high explosive DPM. 6 kilometers. She's got 4 times 3, 6, 64 knots. 4 times 4, 6 kilometers, 44 knots. You're getting some extra torpedoes in the mains. Armor scheme suitable to angle against 14-inch guns. Main armored bout which can angle against anything, but you wouldn't really want to trust it. Mains is slightly better armored. 32,000. 42,000. Weimar's got 10,000 less HP points. It's close. I think I think personally, if you had to make me choose, looking at it on paper, I would probably pick Mainz over Weimar for tier 7. But that's looking at it on paper only. Major, you with your fascination with speed and power, I would love to see what you would do with Titanfall 2 during its prime. I should remember the Colbert's turned you into young Darth Vader as he enters the Jedi. Oh no, not the Jedi crash. No. I think the missus has just tried to call. So look. Oh, no, she sent me a text. Apparently Starbucks is going to make the wife Paul. Which means that she's been to Starbucks. Can I flick it round the tail of Kansas? Okay, we should be able to. Right, let's have a look. So we're a poor, lonely little tier 7 Weimar. And you have Black, Huguenot, Belfast, Buffalo, Brandenburg, Bismarck, Flanders, Maine. Honestly, I kind of feel like with the main campaign, where you could have got a ship at this tier, which I would consider to be better than the Weimar, and you could have got that for 2,500 doubloons. And now they've moved the Weimar from tier 6 up to tier 7, and they haven't changed much with her. I honestly feel that you're better off with the mains. And if you have the mains, what's the point in having the Weimar? There's a destroyer in there. What is it? Is he going to be black or a Yugumo? The thing is, I just don't want to go charging in. Peculiar. Must be on this side. I don't want to go charging in, not knowing what's down there. Oh yes, let me just turn my radar on. I'm not going to go destroyer hunting when all I've got is enough armour to ricochet a 14-inch shell, when I don't know what kind of battleships might be down the other end.
Attention. Reporting the target position.
Crom, hello. They're not identical, but they are very similar. That's the thing, they are very, very similar. And the differences are such that I kind of feel that Weimar's worse than Mainz. Mainz has got 10,000 more HP, a better armor scheme, and the difference in reload is negligible once you've got that 4th module slot on the main. Yeah, once you have that 4th module slot on the mains, because the Weimar doesn't come with a 4th module slot. Oh, and there's the other battleship that I didn't want to find here, but... Okay. There you go. So yeah, you just... How much you can do... No. Right, let's go lick our wounds. Well, we'll get the other repair part to go and we'll see. I meant to switch to HE. Although we are going to have to play this quite far back. Preferably from behind islands. Because when she was a tier 6, she could angle against pretty much every tier 5 battleship and a good proportion of tier 6 battleships, including premiums. But it was when she came to a tier 7 game, she was pretty in a precarious position, I guess you could say. As a tier 7, she's going to see the same tier 6s, but she's also now going to see tiers 7 and 8. Probably, she's always going to see tier 7, which is going to be... So she's probably just as survivable, I guess, as the... let's see. What do I want to say? I want to say she's probably just as survivable as the mains, because the difference in armor scheme probably doesn't make that much of a difference. However, the difference in HP will have an impact on her survivability. Because 10,000 HP is still 10,000 HP at the end of the day. And I can't seem to get my glasses right, I think. There you go. So I think if you're looking for some cheap doubloons, you can trade your Weimar in, keep your mains, get your doubloons back. Going backwards or forwards? She's going backwards. Yeah, I think Weimar's going to become a very rare species. I'll take a quick break after this one, I think. Oh, Buffalo's not going to last long. Okay, Yugumo's over there. There she goes. So what's the Yugumo going to do? Because she's obviously not afraid to use her guns. Let's put this sonar on. Sonar's going to last a minute and a half. Let's put sonar on now. Oh, it's going to last 2 minutes, okay. So we're not going to have to go long in the game without sonar. And she's stupid enough to let me get within... well, I think my sonar range is 4.4, so she was silly enough to precariously close in to detectability by aircraft and gets blapped by the Kansas. Nice. Oh. Well... oh, fair. Yeah, so I think Weimar's obviously overpoweredness was really came because she could be matched in a tier 5 and 6 game, and she was really strong in that. Because she was basically a tier 7 cruiser at tier 6. That was kind of her selling point. Now she's a tier 7 cruiser at tier 7, but she's also got a cruiser which came out for a lot less than her very recently, and a lot of people have. So potentially the benefits of the Weimar versus the downsides of the Weimar versus, say, the mains, you probably prefer to have mains. And because of that, there's no real point having the Weimar anymore. Yes, she's still a strong ship, but when you're being told you can trade her in for 12,500 doubloons, and if you've already got the mains which cost you like 2,500, I can see it being pretty tempting to actually say goodbye to the Weimar for the time being. Because they can't make the Weimar better than the mains. Or not that much better than the mains. And the mains is pretty solid all-rounder. Well, that's my opinion there. I'm going to quickly take a quick break. We're going to go for the Be Right Back screen. And I'll be back shortly, and we'll do 1 more hour looking at some of the other stuff that's come to the game. See you shortly. Right, Eisenhower time. Let's go get ourselves absolutely brutalised. Oh boy, I got a mess coming up. Jolly good show. Come on, maybe all she wrote. Marvelous, and we've achieved the perfect result. We have sunk a German battleship, which is everything that every Royal Navy commander wishes to do. We might. There we go. Another medal. There we go.
Good show. Jolly good show.
Pleasure, yeah. Yeah, we'll do the grand old lady. See if we can wrap up this wall spike there. There she goes. Fire. Thank you. I think my shells are in the lead. We'll find out. Yes. The reason why I went through the middle was that Oklahoma's really awkward. In combination with their Tennessee and Matsu, they had like a really horrible crossfire on us in that corner. So if I went through the middle, I can use the island against the Oklahoma, potentially push through into the middle, or at least maybe move over onto the other flank. The middle's always a really... Alrighty. So what else has happened in this patch? Got to try and remember now. I guess one thing I'll probably show you in the background is there has obviously been the Brucey bonus, I guess you could say, where, as per the community post, the weekly boost and the premium supplies did reset. So yep, you can see they're both reset now. And so I did complete these yesterday, and so they're back again. So for the weekly boost, no, I can't really spot any changes. I guess it's basically just had to make it include tier 8. Premium supplies, there is a slight change, and that's obviously to include tier 8. But what they've done is obviously because tier 8 premiums, there's only one in the game right now, and it's if you have the campaign. So they've introduced a mission to include tier 8 premiums. But at the moment it's bolted together with the tier 7 premiums as well. Now they have buffed up the number of promotion orders that you get with it. It looks like. So I think rather than 5 it's now 7. And they've made it from 3 battles to 5 battles. So that's one of the differences that they have obviously done. Now obviously in the store they have introduced, they've got the Halloween stuff. So obviously they're pushing the Halloween content, pushing the new Italian commander, they're pushing the Zeppelin, under offers, obviously they're pushing some of the Halloween content there. Special is all Halloween content, but also the Warhammer 40k content, so that's what's being pushed there. Obviously commanders, they're pushing the Italian one. Nothing new there. Forge wise, obviously they added the Colbert. Ship-wise, obviously the Graf Zeppelin. Supply-wise, nothing, but camo-wise, they have introduced the Victorian camouflage for the Albermarle, which could be quite nice. I think we will get that. We'll take a quick look at that. Let's see. So now with the Albermarle, obviously there's the historical accurate camouflage, and now there's the very nice Victorian camouflage. That does look nice, actually. Have I got enough paint for that? Should do. Maybe we might take the Albermarle out for a spin. Let's see, what else happened? Charles Battelle got a main battle reload booster, so maybe we might, if I'm not even sure if I have the Charles Battelle, maybe we might take that out for a spin. Also, the Conqueror got a defensive AA fire consumable, which isn't that amazing. And also the Italian new commander, so maybe we could take maybe something Italian out and see how that treats us. Oh, I like it on the Albermarle, yes. We'll take the Albermarle out to showcase the new camouflage. Any excuse, isn't it? Right. Yeah, we'll do the Albermarle. Then let's see. I don't see any point playing the Conqueror, the defensive AA fire consumable, because that just doesn't seem super special. If you get what I mean. Especially, it does make you wonder about legendary carriers, though. I'm going to say that. There we go. She is looking very pretty. Yeah, no, I like that. I could live with this. Right. Let's see what we've got ourselves into first. So probably a tier... It's got to be a tier 7 and 8, because everyone's slamming tier 8 at the moment. There you go, there's the Republic. We also got legendary. It's a double Witcher and a Black Division as well. Lots of battleships. No, the battleship population has definitely bumped up since the introduction of tier 8. Yeah. I like it. I like it. What did I spot? Or do I spot the witch at the back or something? Ah, got fire finally. Looks like Wargaming's get another 750 spleens off me. Welcome to the club shop. Jeff Dave, she certainly looks nice in that cover, yeah. Also, it's got some very important words written on the stern there. Yeah. That's the thing, like, I'm not keen on this camouflage on the Emerald. I don't mind it too much on the Surrey and the Devonshire, but it does kind of suit the Albermarle quite nicely. I think we're going to close in a little bit more. Let me just mute the mic. Apologies. Yeah, although I'm over the COVID, I still have like a lingering amount of phlegm left on my chest, and yeah, it's just not shifting it. Oh, we've got 2 destroyers lingering around here, do we? Should be able to go undetected. I don't quite know why they... I think we're spotted by the Wichita. Well, if we can drag the Wichita down here, that wouldn't be too bad.
Problem solved.
Oh, Neptune's beard. Yeah, we managed to pull one of the Wichetas down. There he goes.
We destroyed an enemy cruiser.
I want to know what our destroyers have been doing. The thing is, we can't exactly just charge in there and turn on the radar, because there's a Valvis stock, and I want to say another battleship with large caliber guns lingering around. Plus the Wichita. No, Neptune's Beard, so there's the Valvis stock in gun range. I think we just got to go for it, haven't we? Do you kind of feel they make these maps a little bit too small? Seriously? I think you're dead. Ah, getting picked on by a lot of things there. At least we've finally been able to clear the left flank. So if the left flank can get in the base, it might work. Both their destroyers are very weak. Jifto, any consensus on which tier 8 is the most worth getting? I'm just going to hold on. I'm holding on to my credits and my global XP. I'm just going to wait. There's only one nation that I want to get. I'm not going to commit any resources to picking up any of the other tier 8s until I kind of have like an exuberant amount of excess resources, I guess you could say. Sean, a mummy covered in chocolate and nuts has been discovered in Egypt. Archaeologists believe it may be a Ferrero Rocher. Oh, God. I think we won this one. If the black plays his cards right, the tiger can wrap up the black, which is possible. Nice. That means it just leaves probably a weak Friesland and a half-health Wichita. Tiger's going to have to play the torpedo game. He's going to have to play it very quickly. There's the Friesland. Oh, Friesland's got barely HP left as well. Ooh, okay, so I did actually hit the Friesland hard. Yeah, I think we should have done it. Let's have a look at the Friesland de Grosser then. So basically a Bismarck with 16-inch guns. And the aircraft catapult's been relocated to be in between X and Y turret. So they can, why have they done that? So they can add more secondary turrets. Yeah, looks like slightly improved anti-aircraft turret complement. Looks like a reduction in the 6-inch secondary battery in comparison to Bismarck. I'm sure Bismarck has another pair of twin secondary 6-inch guns either side, just in front of, as in like towards the bow of the ship from X turret. And mid-table. Didn't get to kill any DDs, I guess. Yeah, our war's not too bad with the new camo. Style patch, hello! Just joined the stream. Any ideas what the Graf Zeppelin is like? Was going to purchase until I saw the price war game and wanted no thanks. Well, we've done one game in the Graf Zeppelin, and well, I've done one game in the Graf Zeppelin off stream. Not too bad, but generally, I find it difficult to justify the price tag. I've done one game on stream, which was rather lackluster. Let's have another crack at it, see what happens. But yeah, Graf Zeppelin, I mean, the question is, do you like the August von Parsifal? Would you like a premium August von Parsifal for 17,500 doubloons? The differences between the August von Parsifal and the Zeppelin, secondary battery range, but to me, I just don't really count that, because secondary battery range, it's kind of like a niche thing with carriers, and it's not my kind of playstyle thing. The AP bomb reticle is circular rather than oval, which means good signs is you can approach an enemy target from any direction, and it's the same size reticle, same chance. Just got to drop it on the widest part of the ship. Downsides is the reticle is quite large, meaning that can be a little awkward in getting hits against narrow targets. Apart from that, I haven't put the stats down on paper, but the differences aren't substantial enough. you're very much paying for the name tag, and to have pretty Stukas instead of BF 110s, but Stukas that are really fast. Like, so it's basically just reskinned aircraft. Iowa. A very lonely Iowa. Not AFK though. Boise, that's probably going to tear up my aircraft. Yeah, the aircraft aren't super survivable. And considering the amount of very good anti-aircraft capability we have, this gives you an idea on the reticle. And the kind of bomb dispersion you're going to be entitled to. They do kind of have Jericho sirens, but they're very quiet and they don't really shine out. And what's the destroyer which has forgot to turn its AA off? That's a Kagero. Oh, well, that's a bad decision. Oh, we actually got a bomb here. We also got another smoke screen there, which is interesting. Oh, you outrun your smoke screen as well. Oh, that dispersion on the bombs is lovely. Oh, at least middle of the circle would be nice, wouldn't it? Is that a lonely Bismarck? That is a lonely Bismarck which is going to die. Maybe I can get away without a safety drop. Might go for the other ship that's behind it. Was it North Carolina? Oh, North Carolina is going to hurt a bit. We'll have a crack. Okay, they actually did manage to get bombs off. 2 top hits in North Carolina. But the aircraft I feel like have a lot better turning circle than, say, the August 1 Parsifal. They feel very British in style, in that you can kind of really turn them on a dime and like get round for that second attack. Let's go after this for Bogey for a bit. I'm back. Sorry, it was 60 minutes, not 30. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. the camera when you drop your bombs is pretty horrible. Because you don't really get to look at where your bombs are going. I think that bomb pretty much cut all the way through the Boise. Boyce's tearing his aircraft up. Well, let's move our aircraft carrier a little bit then. Yeah, let's go after the Iowa with some AP bombs then. I have to get some more juice. Right, there goes the Boise. I think we can actually start being a lot braver with our carrier and move it up. Okay, she's gone. I'd like just one more torpedo aircraft. I mean, it's a nice model. Just need one more torpedo aircraft. And we'll get a flight out. Problem is you never know exactly how long it is until your next aircraft. There we go, it's 6. GZ has already a funny nickname, so if I was you, I wait until she's on sale or available from crates. Yeah, no, I think that's a fair choice. I think as a doubloon ship, yeah, she should have been a global XP ship, a camping reward ship. You know, that would have been even a steel. Now, would steel still be too much? Oh, okay. You're trying to get to your aircraft carrier. This is perfect. Oh no, I need this aircraft to work. Oh, will it work? All that for one torpedo. Yeah. But those torpedoes did bracket him quite nicely. Right, let's get this moving up. I think by having the circular reticle is a bit hit and miss. The aircraft are quite manoeuvrable. If you like British kind of aircraft manoeuvrability. just always the reticle seems quite large. And Graf might be worth it if it came with 2 division bodies willing to build around some sort of secondary meme build. Yeah, if you want to do 2 destroyers with like chain smoking, that could be kind of disgusting. A big circle reticle and only 2 planes per attack is not really worth it. That's the thing. It's a bit of a trade-off. Like, you have the ability to approach a ship from any angle because the reticle is always the same, but it's quite big and it's only 2 bombs. So they kind of go a little bit walkie sometimes. I mean, that was probably a better game than the first game, I kind of feel. But even then, it's not that. I mean, you have to consider this is worth 17,500 doubloons. This has been recently nerfed and costs you nothing. If I remember, the Saipan's AA is rubbish. Have I got any other... Have they done any other American carrier commanders? They haven't, have they? Okay, I'll just stick with Ernest King. Just noticed the Graf Zeppelin XXL bundle comes with 1 million research points. Wargaming is cheeky, very cheeky, trying to make the XXL bundle look appealing as much as they can. Let's have a look. We'll get there eventually. Research points. So now they're introducing a new currency to get people to boost the bureau. Why? 26,500. That's a lot. So, we've had the Graf Zeppelin. The Saipan has been recently nerfed. What were the different changes? Let's have a look. Because it wasn't in the patch notes. Yeah, the plane HP has been reduced by 200. Bomb damage has been reduced by 600. And torpedo damage has been reduced by 567. So yeah, there is a bit of a nerf with the Saipan, which wasn't in the patch notes, but there you go, that's what it is. So this is the thing, like when it comes to the Graf Zeppelin, you have to think about what she's comparable to, and you've got the Karga out there. Now, I'm not a great Karga player, but I've seen some other players who are really good in the Karga, so I know that thing is absolutely deadly. I much prefer the Saipan. Saipan's obviously definitely stuck her head above the parapet. She's deserved herself a nerf already.
Autopilot mode enabled. Autopilot mode disabled.
As if to think like the Saipan, it costs you nothing. Graf Zeppelin does seem to have, I suspect, maybe large text speed aircraft, maybe? Charles Mattel got a reload booster, yeah, that wasn't included. As well as Conqueror getting a defensive area fire consumable. $100 United States dollars for the Graf Zeppelin. Oh Christ. That's a lot. I think when you put it in that perspective, $100 for a Tier 7 premium aircraft carrier, which is not really significantly different. Is that a wuss? That's a minnow. Oh God's sake. Difficult. Let's get out of here. Okay, so Minnow's got that locked down. What else they got? They got a Bogey. This is the thing. Yeah, this tier can be a bit horrible. Let's give the Minnow a wide berth. Yamato. Yamato's tempting. Baltimore's also moseying up there quite nicely. Okay. Yeah, a lonely Yamato with a Bismarck in the middle. That could be tempting. But go for the Bismarck. I want at least 2 runs on this Bismarck because I've sailed quite a long way. Why would you want the Graf Zeppelin when you can have the Saipan? With the magical 2 torpedoes that just appear. Yes, there's a flooding. Okay. What's that aggressively pushing in? A Baltimore. We could wrap up the Baltimore. I think the Baltimore's going to get wrapped up by someone else. If the Baltimore doesn't get wrapped up, I will certainly take a shot at that. Oh, she's gone. Nice. Right, well, the Bismarck in the middle is doing loop-de-loops, so we'll just go after her again, because we know we've got flooding. There she is. She's still flooding. Oh. I'm sorry, Bismarck. So I'll do a drop on you, and then I'll go after the Yamato over here.
Battleship destroyed.
Already I'm doing like significantly better.
Autopilot mode enabled.
How's it going? Amazing. Ranchang, I've been posting some of the others on YouTube. Looks quite impressive. Is 1917 a good movie? I didn't mind it. It was well made, I guess you could say. It did, in order to do what it did heavily compress the action. I think that was my only detrimental comment on it. And obviously Benedict Cumberbatch just being Benedict Cumberbatch, I kind of, yeah. It just feels like it's always Benedict Cumberbatch being Benedict Cumberbatch. Okay, that's not what I was hoping. Oh, okay, right. Let's activate that. And let's just quickly loop these round. Can I do this? because I know I got flooding on you. So I kind of would like a fire. Aww. I'll see if we can catch the broadside of this Yamato and then bounce onto the other Yamato. But yeah, 1970, I didn't mind it too much. They've been posting some of the on YouTube, some quite impressive through the colour grading is pretty aggressive. Oh, that's torpedoes in bound flow. Yummy. We should wrap her up with this. We'll just use, might as well. We won't want to miss, so we'll go for that. And we'll do a quick hard to the left. Oh, we're getting chewed up by the minnow, but we're just going to quickly go for an aggressive drop, like a fast drop. You know, save yourself $100. Just grind out the Saipan. You can take your Graf Zeppelin, and you can keep it in wargaming. Only thing I'm a little bit touch and go on with these Saipan is the bomb runs, but you know, there goes the minnow, there goes the enemy's AA. I almost feel like they tried to nerf the Saipan to try and make the Graf Zeppelin seem a little bit more enticing, but you know, they haven't done it. Not enough. Ah, damn, where'd they go short? Well, we can move our carrier up a little bit more.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Well, the continuous shot looks amazing in the 1917 film. Yeah. I think because the continuous shot, because you're constantly watching it from that one shot kind of perspective, I think that's one of the reasons why the battlefield feels very compressed. We've actually lost quite a lot of planes towards the end here. It does kind of prove like target selection, picking your targets is quite critical in an aircraft carrier, knowing which ones to kind of avoid early on. Because towards the end of the game, the target you have to go after, there's not really much choice, you know. There's only one enemy ship and you kind of have to go after that one. But at the start of the game, if you can pick your targets, should be alright. There you go, playing that a lot more like a Brit. That's better. 100k, yeah. So far I've done like 3 games in the Graf Zeppelin, 50k, 50k, 50k. Saipan, 100k. I've always preferred the Saipan. It's just a better carrier. It's a very good team as well. I'm not going to complain. I mean, Liquidator, we got that very quickly. Hello, Kid Mike X Gamer. Hello. Finally, there is life in this game. Oh yeah, everyone's turned up. Do you think Legends are getting a bit greedy? I see they're bringing the auction back again. See what goes on with the auction. But yeah, I don't understand the auction. I just hope it kind of dies on its own. I was hoping enough players would slam it with negative feedback that it would just crawl into a hole and disappear. But that obviously wasn't the case. Yeah, so I'd give Graf Zeppelin the pass and go for Saipan. Let's do one last French game, and then we'll call it the end of the stream, so I can crack on and start cooking dinner. Tonight's meal is going to be chicken fajitas. Oh, my Charles Motel now has a 4.4 second reload with reload booster. Ooh, how long does the reload booster last for? Assuming 30 seconds, yeah, that's like 6 salvos very quickly. That's quite nice. To even get a slightly better game out of the Republic. But I should always caveat I'm not a battleship main. Frigid, Grosser, Iowa, Flander, Roma, Minotaur, Ibuki, Baltimore, ZF6. And having the Albin at tier 8 limits a future German alternative destroyer line. Yeah. That doesn't really make sense as well. Like, they're making the tier 10 tech tree destroyer the tier 8 premium, and it just seems like really odd because it kind of castrates them from that tech tree. I don't know why they do it, unless they're just not going to do the German alternative destroyers. But then this is World of Warships Legends. This is the game where they said they're not going to introduce any more tiers, and 3 years later we have 2 new tiers added to the game. It's kind of like sometimes with the community managers, it's not their fault, obviously, because the development of the game and stuff is kind of something that they're not really courteous to and stuff. But sometimes it feels like you can only trust them as far as you could throw them. because they're kept in the dark quite a lot of times. It kind of feels it's like 2 weeks before this patch drops, we're told there's no plans to introduce a tier 8 campaign ship. 1 week before this patch, tier 8 campaign ship announced. Into the patch, we have a tier 8 campaign ship. And it's just like, oh, all right. So this wasn't going to happen. We've had like them constantly telling us there's going to be no additional tiers added to the game, and there's no plans. And now we're looking at this tier, and we've already had like legendary tier as well. And it's like, oh, all right. Something in smoke. I mean, it's a good hit, but not enough damage. Oh, she's done for. Oh, Zap Brannigan. Same speed ahead. One Gorm again says no. That's a yes. There's no plans for submarines. Okay, all right. There's no plans for carriers. Remember that one. There's no plans for additional tiers. Yeah, so when they say there's no plans, they mean... Apologies. I was going to say, are those my shells? Because the dispersion is awful. I have to load up HE. Oh, a minnow. Oh, no. That's not good. And then we'll kick it out and see if we can get a volley out of her. But she should do a bit of right rudder. There she goes. Now we're basically food for the Roma. Come on, she moves so badly. I don't think I'm going to get lucky. Oh, she's firing at me. Pardon me. It's like computer says no. Oh, God. I'm going to assume he turns out. Oh, no, he's turning well in. Yeah, definitely overs. I think we've just got to hold on to the middle two caps. I guess we'll just position ourselves to engage the fruit of the grocer as it comes around the corner. No plans to expand teams to 15. Well, they haven't said there's no plans. They said they're restricted by the limitations of the console, and I believe the limitations of the console more than their plans. I mean, I think they... Come on, Y turret. I feel like they're like hand cranked turrets. Like, Oh, the Iowa just got absolutely duffed up by torpedoes. Right, this leaves one more Iowa. Charles Mattel's reload, main battery reload booster is 15 seconds with a 2-minute reload. Only 15 seconds, that's a shame. Just opened the Italian Commander from the Brucey bonus crate. I wonder how I can exploit this base trait. It should be quite... The thing is, to exploit that base trait actually takes a bit of work. So in some regards, I kind of feel like if you can get away with exploiting it a little bit, you know, targeting one ship and shooting another, you kind of deserve to reap the benefits from it. Yeah. Ooh, Citadel. Only Citadel we get all game. But yeah, so Republic is all right. And honestly, I kind of feel like if she was another tier 7, say, I would say, you know, like obviously she'd be worse than she is now, but I would say, you know, like if you've got lots of tier 7 battleships, it's probably nothing special. As a tier 8 battleship and the only premium tier 8 battleship, I think she's not bad. I mean, obviously we don't have a lot to compare her against. But for 2,500 doubloons, it's kind of like how the Tirpitz was when she came out, something like that. Like it's the first of its area, and I think she's worth getting. I mean, if you can, I'd probably recommend getting her because you just never know, like how tier 8 premium supplies and stuff like that might go in the future. Obviously, I don't see them separating it out for about 5 or 6 patches. The reason being is they obviously want to build up the population of tier 8 premium ships. But I think at the moment, until we have like it all populated out, there's obviously not a lot of options, and she's going to be fully upgraded. You know, when you get her, she's fully upgraded. You just got to buy the module slots. In comparison to the tech trees that you're going to have to grind a lot for, and she moves like a brick. But you know, the guns are quite good. The armor's a bit squishy, so she is very squishy, but she's not too bad. I mean, she's positioned well. So yeah, I haven't really got any complaints about her. She's just seems to be all right. But when you consider she's all right and the only premium tier 8 ship, that makes her kind of worthwhile. Whereas something like the Graf Zeppelin, I don't think that's worthwhile. I think the Graf Zeppelin is, you're paying 17,500 doubloons for the name of the ship, and that is all. When it comes to the Weimar, being up tiers to tier 7, I would say if you've got the mains, I think the mains is generally just better in a lot more areas in comparison to where the Weimar is better. And in that regard, I'd say you probably want to keep the mains and sell your Weimar and get 12,500 doubloons back, and you know, then do what you wish with that. Maybe sit on those. I mean, that would be my temptation. The Saipan being nerfed, you know, it's not a massive nerf. She's still all right. And so yeah, I don't think I've got much else to say. Obviously, as you can see on the wait, I need to get this pointing. Wait, this is so difficult to do. Why? Oh no, wait, let me do it. Yeah. If you could like the stream. There we go. Oh god, all right. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up there. General reports, opinions on this patch. I haven't really got any complaints. I think the Colbert being 3,000 steel, it is a bit grubby, I'm going to be honest, and it is going to make her very difficult to get hold of. But is she worth it? Honestly, I'm quite tempted myself, but I'm not going to get her. I've got her for 2 weeks for testing. You know, I'm probably going to play the hell out of her just to really get my head around it. But personally, I'm quite tempted, but I'm going to wait until I know what's happening next patch. So if something interesting comes out for Steel next patch, or something else is coming out, then I know what to do with my resources. I'm not going to commit to it now. I'm going to hold off until towards the end of the patch, because this is the thing, you can then buy it and sit on it for a bit. So it's kind of like, I want to see what's happening with the Bureau, I want to see what's happening next patch, I want to see what's happening with Steel and stuff like that. So I probably will hold off on the Colbert until about then. Oh well, I hope you've all enjoyed the live stream. I know it's a Monday, I know it's a bit quiet and things like that. I know that obviously it's most people are going to want to play the game rather than actually listen to an old fart like me just natter on about my opinions and things like that. But hopefully it gives you an idea. And if you are over in the United States or here in the UK and you just haven't got around to playing yet, I hope you appreciate the opinions. I'd like to say thank you to everyone who has come along and everyone who has shouted in the chat. Brandon, I'll definitely be picking up the Republic. I love my French battleships. Fair enough. Instantly my favourite streamer. Well, thank you. We can have we can do this if you want. We can really beans out the British. You know. Wait, there we go. But yeah, we save that for certain occasions. But yes, Colbert was fun when I rented it. Yeah, and I played it once this stream. Loved it. You know, speed build, does 46.9 knots. It's my kind of ship. I bought it as well. Ooh. Catch you later. Cheerio, Mike. It's going. Yeah. So as always, I'd like to go through the chat. Say thank you to everyone who's come along. So I'd like to say thank you to Admiral Crib, obviously helped out with the community support division, I guess you say. I'd also like to say thank you to Randy Chang, to Stuart Weir. I'd also like to say thank you to Pixel Mug and Sean Whitling. Also, thank you to Action Pumper and Salty Sax. Much obliged to a name that was Cromsif and Jeff Dave. Much obliged. Thank you to Sniper Patch, as well as Brandon ABC and HTL Profit. Also, thank you to Andy Mack and Kim Mike X Gaming. And I think that's everybody who did come along to this evening. So yeah, stay safe, stay well. Have a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and a good night wherever you are in the world. He quickly tries to find God Save the Queen. There it is. Yes. And until next time, I'm the Gareth Major, and back to the port. Pip and cheerio, and enjoy the rest of your week.